Germany 7, Curacao 1. Dear Brazilians, does the scoreline seem like something that you relate to? Do you relate to the scoreline? Well, no banter because everybody knows I love Brazil. But hey, congratulations to the German national team for the wonderful performance that they put up. This is how you play. This is what you have to do to deserve the title of a so-called big team. And I hope teams like the Netherlands, Belgium, Brazil all learn from what Germany has done. Because you don't go out there and give a sloppy performance, especially when you are playing in the World Cup where everybody expects you to put up wonderful performances. But yeah, Germany has done it. So far, so good. They stand as the only so-called big team to give us a commanding victory over their opponent, which every football enthusiast is really proud of. In fact, I did tip Germany to be one of the contenders for this year's World Cup, looking at the way they played in the qualifiers. And also, I watched few of their, pre-tournament games. And I was really, really, really impressed with the way they play as a team. So everybody must watch out for the German national team. They didn't come into this tournament to play. In fact, they want to replicate what happened a couple of years ago. And I believe the Brazilians can actually relate to what I'm saying. But hey, dear France, Argentina, Portugal, and England, I hope you are taking notes. I hope you are taking notes. If there is one lesson to learn from the matches that have been played so far, then it is the fact that there is no such thing as a small team. Every team that has qualified and managed to get into the World Cup deserves to be there. You need to understand this. You don't go out there thinking that, well, I'm going to be, I'm playing against Cape Verde. So let me play anyhow. Let me play the way I want. No. If you do that, you are going to be disgraced. Look at Spain. Look at how, I don't even know how to describe it. Look at how miserable they were against Cape Verde. Playing for about 30 minutes and one of your strikers haven't had a touch of the ball. What kind of football is this? That was miserable. Maybe too critical of the Spanish national team, but yes, it is because I love Spain. I love the Spanish, the Spanish national football team. I've grown to love the way they play. So seeing them put up the kind of performance they put against Cape Verde is very, very disappointing. I really expected a lot from the Spanish national team. This is not how you play football. Looking at the match that you played against Cape Verde, there is nothing good to write home about. To be honest with you, please, Spain, you have to sit up. This is not how you play football. This is not the Spain that we all know. And I hope going forward, you take lessons from what has happened. But banter aside, congratulations to Cape Verde because I did mention that they are one of the teams to look out for in this particular tournament. Nobody seems to rate them, but I have personally watched their qualifying matches and I think they deserve to be in the World Cup. And the draw that they had against Spain was well deserved. Big congratulations to their keeper. He was very fantastic. Great performance from the goalkeeper. We all didn't expect them to be able to hold Spain to a 0-0 draw, but indeed they were able to pull this surprise, which I think they deserve the kind of results that they had. And coming up tonight, France will be taking up Senegal, another game that we must all be looking forward to. To me, I think it's going to be a replica of the Brazil-Morocco game because the two best teams in Africa right now are Morocco and Senegal. These are the teams that everybody expects them to perform in this year's World Cup. So, France, I hope you do your homework. And as an African, you don't expect me to say France will win over Senegal. No, I expect Senegal to also pull a surprise. But on paper, of course, we all know that France has what it takes to defeat Senegal. So we've all got our eyes on that. And I hope Portugal, Argentina, and England are also taking their note, like I said, because no team is going to respect you that much. No team is going to pull back and let you have the ball to yourself, play the way you want. No single team is going to do that. So, big teams, this is the time to arise and play the kind of football that we all expect from you. Once again, congratulations to the German national team. Fantastic performance, 7-1. it is the way to go. And we hope to see this performance from you in your subsequent matches. And like I said, Portugal, Ronaldo's Portugal, take note. We don't want to see you play like the way Netherlands or Belgium played. That was rubbish. We don't want to see that. Well, one thing I'm almost forgetting. Saudi Arabia also pulled a surprise against Uruguay, which should tell you that the Ronaldo effect that we've all been talking about is indeed in play. So I hope all the big teams take this warning seriously and give us the kind of football we football enthusiasts want to see. We don't want to see that kind of sloppy football that you've been playing, like the way Netherlands and Belgium played. No, this is not how you play. And big respect to Egypt. Of course, I was supporting them, but on paper, we all knew that Belgium was a better side. But yes, congratulations to the African sides. So far, I think it's only Tunisia which got trashed by Sweden. The rest of the African teams have been very, very fantastic, especially Cape Verde being able to pull a 0-0 draw against Spain. And also Morocco giving us that wonderful performance against Brazil. Looking forward, Ghana, my own Ghana, please do not disappoint us, because if you do, a lot of enemies, especially, go back to your country people. The South Africans are going to, banter us. So please take note of the way Cape Verde, Morocco, and Egypt played. Please follow the same footstep. Do not walk in the shoes of South Africa. Please give us a different game against Panama. Well, we will be bringing you a pre-match review, Ghana-Panama, tonight. So please expect to see that video soon on our channel. So make sure you come back and watch that review because we are going to break down the game in detail for you football enthusiasts. So please make sure to come back and watch that one. I will see you there.